On this edition of Inside Education, mad about magnets. We look at the rise in popularity of these types of programs and take you inside McCaw STEAM Academy, an elementary school in Henderson that has been honored as one of the top magnet schools in the nation. Plus, the district's transportation department is looking for a few dozen good men and women to drive our community's most precious cargo. More on the school bus driver shortage and what it takes to get hired. And we'll talk school gardens, after-school programs, and how to nominate your favorite teacher for a Heart of Education award. Inside Education starts now.
The cornerstone of education is getting to know a student first.
We want to make sure that we're supporting families and students.
I think that the community should know that their voice counts.
And our students have all the potential in the world.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of Inside Education. I'm your host, Mitch Truswell. There are few programs in the Clark County School District as popular or as sought after as the Magnet, Career and Technical Academy, and Select Schools programs. More than 31,000 CCSD students are enrolled in one of these programs. Although the district has consistently expanded them, the overwhelming demand means that students are admitted on a lottery basis. If you're a parent and hope to find out more about any of these programs, there are a number of opportunities in which to do that coming up. But before we get to that discussion, we'll begin with a visit to George McCaw Elementary School in Henderson. It is a STEAM academy with a focus on science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Although it's been a STEAM academy for just a couple of years, this year it was named the top new and emerging elementary school in the nation by the Magnet Schools of America. Every day, these fourth graders in Miss Bialorucki's class at McCaw STEAM Academy take a short walk from their traditional classroom and head into one of the school's special learning labs. The labs allow teachers to provide hands-on activities and hyper-focused learning, which is all part of the STEAM Academy focus.
Every day is Science Day, so we come to the labs over here for certain hands-on projects that we do, but we have science every day in the classroom, in the labs, everywhere. We're very fortunate to have these amazing labs to be able to bring the kids to do just our experiments.
Today, it's about electromagnets, and students are working with their classmates to run a series of experiments.
So I need somebody to explain to me, how does it get that electromagnetism? Because he mentioned electromagnetism, but how do we get that if we did not have a magnet that we were using?
The students in this class are very engaged, not only raising their hands, anxious to take part in the discussion, but to show hand signs that they agree with a classmate's answer. Ivy Bialorucki has been a teacher for 17 years, working in both traditional and magnet classrooms. Here's how she explains the focus at McCaw.
Well, with the magnet programs, we do a lot of the 21st century learning and just making sure that it's not just about can I get on a computer anymore and can I type. It's about the communication skills, the creativity, just everything that's encompassed in becoming a person of the future that's going to be productive in the workforce.
Although Principal Jennifer Furman-Born says magnet enrollment for the 1st through 5th grade is currently full, she is hoping someday to add kindergarten to the magnet program as well. One of the characteristics she believes sets McCaw apart is the culture that promotes educational ownership among students. This reading wall is a good example.
It shows all of the students, and as they're growing, they're progressing and they're changing their placement on that data wall. So they're taking ownership in what they're learning, and as they're growing, they're super proud to move themselves up into the next level and share that with everyone.
But parents also have a part to play in their child's education here.
We want it to be a partnership of not just us accepting the kids and they getting in from the lottery, but that they really want to be here, that they are vested and involved in the upbringing of their child.
McCaw first grade teacher Lisa Morrow has also taught in a traditional classroom and now at a magnet school. Here, she sees a much stronger integration of student skills and real-world issues.
We do a lot of different engineering projects, so not only are they learning those real world problems and how we can solve them, but they're actually seeing how that correlates to reading and writing and math for their future endeavors. And those things start in kindergarten here and go all the way through our 5th grade.
McCaw Elementary became a STEAM Academy just 4 years ago. In addition to student and parent involvement, everyone here agrees community partners have helped to support the school and bring students a greater awareness of the opportunities and resources available in their own community. We want to talk a little more about the opportunities coming up for parents to learn more about CCSD's magnet programs. Joining us is Nancy West, a project facilitator in CCSD's magnet department, and also Melanie Green, a magnet coordinator at Bridger Middle School. Welcome to both of you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mitch.
Thank you.
Nancy, let's start with you. Let's just kind of go over the basics. We've got a magnet school, a CTA, Career and Technical Academy, and a select school. What's the difference?
So a magnet school is a school that's offering a specialized program, the arts, science and technology, culinary, leadership, things like that.
Okay.
We have those at all 3 levels, elementary, middle, and high school. A CTA, or Career and Technical Academy, is a high school, and it offers career and tech ed programs. Back in the old days, that used to be going to school to learn a trade.
Right.
Now that's coupled with academics. And so in addition to things like auto, construction, we've got programs like engineering, graphic design, things like that. So it's expanded the offerings for kids. And then a select school is a traditional high school that offers career and tech ed programs on a traditional campus.
Okay, got it. Well, I think that it gets confusing, I think, when you're not as involved as you two are. But let's talk a little bit about, I know that you facilitate a lot of the workshops and help parents understand what's out there, and there's a lot out there. But tell me, what's the question you get the most from a parent who says, I think my student would like to be involved with this, but what do I do? Where do I start?
Yes, a lot of parents will ask, my child is really interested in this. What do
Right.
you think the best school is for them?
Okay.
And so we'll talk about the child's interests, their talents, their strengths, and kind of point the parents in the direction of what might be possible. We provide opportunities for parents to learn about the offerings at our parent workshops and magnet fairs coming up. So it's really a discussion of what the child is interested in so that we can point families in the right
So
direction.
maybe start there and find out what really makes their student excited about learning, et cetera. Okay, so Melanie, as we mentioned, a magnet coordinator at Bridger Middle School. What do you think for parents who are unfamiliar with this whole other world,
Yes.
the magnet programs, what should they be thinking about going into this? If they think, you know, maybe next year, maybe we should apply for this, well now, but for next year, what should they know?
Definitely be researchers. Get out there, visit the schools that you're interested in, those parent workshops, the magnet fairs, the mega magnet events. Take that drive and see what it feels like to go back and forth, because it's definitely a commitment for the family.
You mentioned that as a parent, we should say both of you are
Yes.
parents of students who attend a magnet school. But transportation does not, if you select a school that's out of your neighborhood, it will be the parents' job to get their student there, correct?
Definitely their responsibility. And so I have 4 children who are currently in magnet programs, and we do utilize the hub system, but it is up to me to get them to those hubs each morning. So one is at Northwest, another one's at A-Tech, and then 2 come to Bridger with me every single morning. So it's
Wow.
a family commitment.
Wow. And there's also a commitment, too, for GPA, is there not? For once you are enrolled in a school, especially probably more like the high school, I'm guessing?
Yes, Nancy?
So to get into a high school, students have to qualify academically through their attendance at school and their behavior. Once they're at a magnet school at all 3 levels, they're expected to maintain appropriate levels of academics, attendance, and behavior to continue at the school.
Okay, so we have a deadline coming up. So if you're a parent and you're thinking maybe next year when school starts in August of 2019, you need to apply now, correct? How do you do that?
You go online, magnet.ccsd.net,
Okay.
and you complete the online application. At the elementary and middle school level, it's an interest-based criteria, so you select your top 3 choices, up to 3 schools. You can only choose 1 if you're only interested in 1,
Okay.
but the max is 3. And then at the high school level, there is the criteria that we mentioned, so they have to qualify academically through attendance and behavior to be included in the lottery. And then once you've applied and the applications close in January, a lottery is run, and you will find out the results at the end of February.
Okay, that's right. We should point out because there's more interest than spots available, and that's why there's a lottery.
Absolutely.
Okay, before we go quickly, best advice for a parent or student who is going to really seriously thinking about getting into a magnet school, what do you want to tell them?
Take advantage of the opportunities that are right here in the Valley. There's so many programs, so many opportunities. There's 11 middle schools. Visit the schools. There's shadowing programs. So get involved, see what's out there, and make an informed decision because it is a year-long commitment.
How about you?
Do the research like Melanie said, look at what the child's interested in, where their strengths lie, because what's good for one family might not be the best choice for another. And so you can really tailor your educational options to what your family and your child needs.
Wonderful. Hey, appreciate the information that both of you have provided today. There are a number of opportunities coming up for parents to learn more during some upcoming workshops called Magnet 101 for Parents. I would encourage you to go to magnet.ccsd.net to find the dates, times, and locations. There is also something called Mega Magnet Day coming up on November 3rd. It's a Saturday, and several magnet schools around the valley will be open. It's an issue many school districts across the nation are facing. Simply Google school bus driver shortage, and you'll find stories about open positions everywhere, from Minnesota to Virginia to Seattle, Washington. The Clark County School District is among many public school districts still hiring to fill vacant spots. Inside Education's Kathy Topp is at the Wallace Bus Yard with more on how district leaders are working to fill those positions. Kathy?
Mitch, right now CCSD is about 100 school bus drivers short, which is more than transportation officials anticipated, which is why they're holding multiple job fairs and having training classes back to back, trying to get more people interested in applying and on the roads.
I wanted to diversify, supplement my income, and give back to the community.
Stephan Goetz is learning how to drive a CCSD school bus. He is one of about 20 people getting ready to graduate soon from the school district's bus driver training program.
In the beginning, it was a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was a little overwhelming because you're sitting in a 40-foot bus. You get over that fear quickly.
The 14-day training includes 40 hours behind the wheel and 40 hours of classroom time. And with 100 positions to fill, district leaders are working hard to get as many qualified candidates in these seats as possible.
We knew how many drivers we needed coming into this school year, but what was a surprise is we weren't drawing the applicants and the interest to the position that we have in the past.
Shannon Evans is a director with CCSD's Transportation Department. She says a good economy coupled with new competition has affected recruiting.
There's a new sector of driving jobs through Uber and Lyft. And so people that would have a tendency to draw to this position aren't necessarily coming here because they have that same flexibility working through other type of organizations.
To be a CCSD bus driver, you must be at least 21 years old, have a good work history, pass a background check, and want to work around children. Pay starts at $15.30 an hour, and the district will help applicants with getting a commercial driver's license or CDL.
If you don't have a CDL, we are invested in you, and so we will put you through what we call our pre-training, where we prepare you and we help you practice for the written tests that are required to get your CDL.
For soon-to-be school bus drivers like Stephan, the job is a good fit.
Never in a million years would I have thought that I could parallel park a bus, and I learned it here in one day. So if somebody that's my age, I'm 54, can do it, then somebody that's 25 can do it as well.
And one thing that we should mention is all the training is paid for, meaning that the trainees here are getting a paycheck while learning how to drive a school bus. Reporting from the Wallace Bus Yard, I'm Inside Education's Kathy Topp. Mitch, back to you.
Kathy, thank you for that. CCSD's Transportation Department will hold a job fair for those interested in learning more about becoming a bus driver for the school district on Saturday, November 3rd at the Arville Bus Yard. You can learn more about that and qualifications needed for the position by going to teach.vegas. More than 150 schools in the Clark County School District have a school garden. The gardens provide outdoor learning opportunities for students. They allow teachers to incorporate STEM curriculum into garden projects. And they also teach students how to grow and hopefully eat more fruits and vegetables. But the gardens are also providing some important financial literacy opportunities as well. Here to talk more about the upcoming giant student farmers market is Joe Caruso, Executive Director of CCSD's Community Engagement Unit, and also Kira Byrne with Green Our Planet. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you very much.
So Joe, let's start. We got a big garden student farmers market giant coming up. When, where, and is the community invited?
Well, great questions, and we are very excited. Clark County School District Community Engagement Unit is partnering with Commissioner Marilyn Kirkpatrick and Green Our Planet and Bank of Nevada to host an absolutely amazing student farmers market. We're very excited to really have an opportunity to bring many of our schools, many of our students, and go together to see what they produce. So bring your wallets.
Right.
Come out on Thursday, November 8th, Clark County Government Center Amphitheater. It is open to the public, and we'll be there from 10 until 12. And it's a great opportunity for the community to get involved and come out and see what we do. So, and bring money.
Right.
Buy produce.
Yeah.
And support the kids.
And they also make a lot of other things too, besides produce, to bring in extra cash because they've learned that. Kira, the last farmers market was in May. I believe about $9,000 was raised by all the schools involved.
That is correct.
Where's that money go?
So basically the 5th grade students are the ones who run the farmers market at their schools as part of the STEAM curriculum that the teachers use for teaching the kids at the school. So part of their decision is, what do we do with that money when we bring it back to our school?
Right.
So the 5th graders then decide, oh, we plant trees, or we build more beds, or maybe they buy hummingbird feeders. So that's part of their, business development.
Right. They get to decide exactly what it is they'd like to pursue.
They do.
Joe, I know that there are a lot of schools that don't have a garden that want one, and that's part of what you do with community engagement. You have a lot of people that want a garden, and you need to bring the community in and partners to make it happen. So do you need any help?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And the joke in the office is I don't even have a plant, but now I have school gardens. So it's an exciting opportunity. Kara and I have become absolutely engaged in trying to really work on helping the students, because financial literacy is the key. Looking together to see how these students have an opportunity to build a garden, see its return on investment, and actually learn and work with community partners such as Green Our Planet, Bank of Nevada, and of course Commissioner Kirkpatrick. So any school that's interested in the Clark County School District, they can reach out to me through our Google email or call the office, and we'll get the application and start the process. And then I'll be their concierge to the school garden and work with them to make sure that they get the process initiated and work together to see collaboratively how we can help.
I know it's going to vary a little bit, but it's not something that happens overnight. So if you reach out to you, can it take 6 months? Can it take a year? Can it take longer?
The sooner the better. So if you know you want a garden, give me a call. Let's get on the list. And then we have various partners that we work with. And our goal is to try to plan accordingly, because we have about 16 departments and divisions in the Clark County School District that are involved in this process.
Right.
From operations to risk management to legal to food services. So we want to make sure that we work through all the departments and make sure everyone's on board.
And to your point, Mitch, about the partners, I would just like to explain a little bit about how they all kind of come around the garden. So we have sponsors who sponsor the garden. So that's everybody from like Switch and Win, Caesar, Sands, all those sponsors. And then we have the banks who, like Joe mentioned, the financial literacy, who go into the 5th grade classrooms and actually teach the financial literacy to the kids. So it's a great way of engaging the whole community. Right, Joe?
Very much.
That's awesome. One of the great things as well is that kids that are involved in a garden tend to eat more of what they grow. And you've told me that before.
Yes, even
Tell us
okra.
again.
I always say that. Yeah, even okra and chard. Yeah, once they plant it, they kind of take ownership of it. And then we have a cool chef program. So again, going back to the partners, chefs from all across the strip and beyond, come into the classrooms and actually cook the food as part of our chef program. So when they make little hummus boats with the chard, of course the kids are going to eat it, right?
Right. All right. That's good. Okay. So once again, it's coming up November 8th is the giant student farmers market at the Clark County Government Center, the Rotunda area outside, right?
Correct.
Outside? Okay. Just bring your wallet, right?
Bring your wallet.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, both of you, for all you do, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you know an outstanding teacher or educator? Nominations are now open for the 4th Annual Heart of Education Awards. The awards program, developed by the Smith Center and the Rogers Foundation, honors CCSD teachers across all grades and curricula who go above and beyond for their students. Anyone can nominate a CCSD teacher from now through January 18th. Just go to theheartofeducation.org to fill out a nomination form. October 15th to the 19th is National School Lunch Week. It's an opportunity to promote the importance of healthy, enjoyable meals as part of a student's education. CCSD's Food Service Department served more than 46 million meals last school year. That means every day the district's Food Service Department serves about 96,382 breakfasts, 165,578 lunches, and 1,735 dinners. Well, many parents work full-time, which means after the school bell rings, there is a need for quality after-school programs. After School All-Stars is a local nonprofit with a mission to provide free, comprehensive after-school programs to keep children safe while helping them achieve in school and in life. Here to tell us more about After School All-Stars is Jodi Manzella. She's the executive director, and also Sarah Nelson, program director. Thank you, both of you, for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, this is a great program. Let's start a little bit. How long have you been providing these programs in Southern Nevada?
We've been serving the Southern Nevada community for 23 years now.
Wow, that's a long time. Tell me a little bit what the mission is. You've got a clear mission on helping kids, and how many schools are you doing this at, too?
We do. So we currently partner with 16 Title I schools in the Clark County School District, and we work with these schools to provide a free program to the students in the after-school hours. The 2 hours that we work with the students with our programming provides homework help, tutoring, and mentoring, and many different types of activities that the students can participate in, from sports to music, art, dance, drama, all of the fun activities for them.
And it happens right on the school. So school at these 16 schools, the school day ends,
Yes.
and the kids that are in the program stay on campus. You have a snack that you're giving them, but you're really trying to make sure that they have a safe environment and a structured environment and a beneficial environment, right?
We are. So we first and foremost want to keep the students safe and supervised. Our part-time staff that we work with predominantly are the teachers from the regular school day at the school, so the students are familiar with them, they're comfortable with them, and they work with them individually in their 2 hours of programming. So we keep them safe, and then we provide them lots of opportunity for these different types of classes, helping them increase their grades and giving them the opportunity for the sports and achievement.
Right. So Sarah, you're program director. Give us an idea for someone who is not familiar with After School All-Stars. From A to Z, what kind of things are you offering to these kids after the school day has ended?
Sure. So our programs are largely focused on what the school culture is looking for. And so if students have an interest that's not met within the school day, or something that's not easily accessible for them after school, because there's barriers for whatever reason there may be, we come in and provide the different types of classes that meet those needs. So for example, we have many types of STEM classes. We know that that's an area that our students continuously ask for more. We offer career readiness and high school and college preparedness classes as well. And so we do what we can to get guest speakers in front of the students and offer those opportunities. And we also have a wide variety of sports classes as well. So getting them physically active and out and doing something.
Right, and these are the kind of things that maybe, I know you said these are all Title I schools. These are maybe the kind of activities that perhaps, in some cases, a parent couldn't play sports, or so you're allowing them to participate in those kind of things as well. One of the other things you want to talk about is the field trip.
Yes.
You do a lot of field trips, and for a lot of these kids who don't leave their neighborhood, this is the first time, like you went to Red Rock, and this was the first time these local kids had ever been there.
Yes, they can see it, but they can't experience it. So we give them the opportunity to experience sporting events in town, getting outdoors, talking about conservation of our lands, going to local businesses and talking with local business individuals about careers and their future.
Right. There is a waiting list. You work in 16 schools. There's a waiting list for schools that want you to come and help their students.
Yes.
How can you do that? What do you need?
We need more resources. We need financial resources from the community in order for us to be able to provide the programming to students. It's completely free of charge to the families and to the students that participate.
Okay. And you also need help from volunteers, don't you?
We do, absolutely. The more positive role models we can get in front of our students, the better. So we encourage volunteers and citizens to give us a call, and we can partner them up with one of our participating schools to speak with the kids, play kickball with them, any of our organized activities, and positive role models are the key.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the kids that don't have this opportunity
Yes.
with After School All-Stars. So if someone wants to get in touch with you, the best way to do that, if they want to give you a donation or they want to volunteer or something like that, how do they do that?
They can call our local office, and the phone number is 702-259-1850. They can also visit our website online, which is asaslv.org, and we'd be happy to discuss about our programs even further with them.
Wonderful. Well, thanks both of you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Continued success. I'm glad you're there and providing a great opportunity for these kids.
Thank you.
Hours. Before we go, a quick reminder about Safe Voice, a new tool this school year for reporting threats to schools and incidents of bullying. Safe Voice is a new statewide reporting system that is staffed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year by trained professionals at the Nevada Department of Public Safety. Safe Voice is available via telephone at 833-216-SAFE or 7233. Or you can go online at safevoicenv.org. You can also access a free app for Apple or Android phones. We want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Inside Education. If you missed a story or a segment, you can watch this episode or past episodes of Inside Education on the Vegas PBS website or YouTube page. We all have a stake in our public education system. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you again in 2 weeks.